Vinland Saga Volume 12, Chapter 79, Portents of Storm Clouds. Got Einar looking at Thorfinn making a roof with straw. Okay, Clint. Okay, there's Shiny. Okay, we got two people in the woods. Huh? See, there. The hilt of the sword is catching the sun. Is he just sleeping or what? Seems that way. Judging by the state he's in, I'd say he was a beggar or pilgrim. But those types don't usually carry a sword. No, indeed. Pretty fishy, wouldn't you say? Yes, indeed. Plus the way he's resting in the midst of the woods, like he's hiding. You two ought to keep your voices down. They might hear him. Think that's him? The one worth 3 horses? I'd say so. Go horses in the background. The runaway? The wanted fugitive slave? Okay. I'll be darned. We've hit the jackpot now, fellas. They're getting ready. Look, before you leap, bull. They say he's deadly ferocious. What? Is that what you're afraid of? We could take him in his sleep right now. 3 of us and 1 of him. Voices down. They're talking too loud. He killed 5 men in Katharkar, right? Kajalkar's farm, all on his own. Snake's right. We should call for help. Don't be a wussy, Blizzard. If we call for help, that's even less of a share for us. I said keep your voices down. Why do you only think about things as if they revolve around you, Badger? You don't know what he can do with that with the sword. Where's that confidence come from? The bounty on him is 3 horses. I'm just saying, with the 3 of us, it's 1 horse for every man. Nice and simple. Use your inside voice. You want a horse so bad? You can take a leg or two for your You can take a leg or 2 for your share, and eat them. You fat sack of trash. Go ahead and fight him yourself and die for all I care. Is that what he's gonna do? Fine, but not until I've gutted you, you miserable reptile. I said shut the heck up. Not if I don't run you through first, Porky. He's like up there. Oops. Like crack. Uh-oh. We're in there. Spears, knives. Sword. Axe. Going down with sword. Thunk. Okay, we got chopping woods. Crack. Okay. Skevkill's home. Cattell Farm. Southern Jutland. Denmark, October 1018. Phew. It's hot. Like, enters done. Like, gets another one. Swoosh, swoosh. Like doing, oh, she's doing laundry. Whap. There. Thorfinn. I got a big pile of split logs waiting over here. Come and haul them already. Thorfinn, huh? Like, sorry, just a moment. Huh? What you doing? What's Thorfinn doing? Oh, Snake's reading the Bible inside. He's listening in. Old master can't read, see? Oh, I didn't realize Thorfinn was a Christian. Actually, he's not. He just finds it interesting to listen. Ye have heard that it hath been said, Thou shalt love thy neighbor, and hate thine enemy. I say unto you, love your enemy, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which persecute you, that ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. For he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sendeth rain on the just and the unjust. For if ye love them which love you, what reward have ye? Do not even the tax collectors do the same? And if ye salute your brethren only, what do ye more than others? Okay. Do not even pagans do so? And ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. Good grief. Talk about a tall order. I'm tired of your gospels, Gramps. All the lectures are driving me crazy. Let's go back to the early stuff. That was a lot more fun. Talk about Old Testament. Hey, Grant. Oh, you got down. What you doing? You need a piss? Oh, need a pee? The wheat needs reaping while there's still light. I told you. They took care of that ages ago. Just go back to sleep. Arnhead, come on, come here. Old man peed himself. Come help. Oh, of course. We'll help too, Arnhead. Arnhead. The old man's losing his wits. He won't last much longer. What? But he was in great health just weeks ago. He's old enough to have great grandkids. When their legs go weak, the elderly grow infirm. Huh? Probably won't be right away though. Rub rub. Huh? He did a lot for you two. Pay it back while you can. Huh? I've always wondered something. What's your relationship to the old master, Snake? Huh? Relationship? We got nothing to do with each other. I'm just thinking of selling off his fancy book when he kicks the bucket, that's all. Okay. Now get back to your work. Sun's dropping. Shoo shoo. Okay. You do more laundry. Splash. Sploosh. Sploosh. Phew. Huh? Or she starts bleeding? Okay. Huh? That's a gallop. One of my men? Huh? Oh, it's the dude who's like running. Guess not. You there! Stop the horse! Huh? That's him, Snake. He's the runaway slave. He already killed Lizard. You gotta stop him. Huh? Oh, are you kidding me? Darn it! My sword's in the house. It can't be. Does she know him? Going. Gardar! Huh? She's like, Arnhead, I found you at last, my wife. Oh, she was married to the runaway guy? Wait, so they both got enslaved and separated? Okay. Chapter 80. Gardar's Assault. Okay. You lost a little weight. Still, you're even more beautiful than before. Like, this must be Catel's farm then. Unbelievable. All this time, you were only a few days walk away. Wait, stop. Is that Arnheld's husband? Oh. And there's like, and how is Chitalti? Yeah. He must be huge by now. She didn't have a kid. Huh? Gardar. Chitalti is. Come. Click. Let's go back home. The three of us. Huh? Home? Don't take his hand, Arnhead. Do it, and I'll cut you apart. Uh-oh. He's coming in. Glare. Got the two on horseback. Pulls back. Or she pulls back. Cut the horse's head off. Clean off. Dunk. Like down. Uh-oh. Gardar! Fox. Take Arnhead and get her out of here. Club. Lurch. Oh, he's up. Ah! Like going crazy. I think there's something wrong with him, Snake. Didn't it seem like he forgot for an instant that we're even on his heels? Is it true that Lizard is dead? Yes. His skull was crushed. I see. So he came here for Arnhead. Don't you dare let him have her. Yes, sir. Up. Huh? Are you Catel? Oh, he doesn't know who Catel is? What if I am? He's like, then you die. He's like, stop it, Gardar. Get away now. You'll get yourself killed. Huh? And I was like, he's axe in hand. No, Anar. You don't know what's going on here. What do you think you're doing? Are you gonna swing a snake with the axe? I know exactly what's going on. Arnor's husband will come back to save her. We're slaves too, Thorfinn. Don't you want Arnor to be free? I do. But look at the situation. 3 men need to go down for her to escape. I know I don't have the strength to complete the task, but Einar, that's not what I'm saying. Can you kill a man whether it's a guest or not? Are you capable of using that axe to take a life? Huh? But, what else can I do? That's smart, Thorfinn. You stand there and watch. Oh. I'll take him alive. Swing the sword around. We need to question him and learn who he is. We already know he's like, Gardar. Wow, he's gonna shoot. Like dodging. Hoop, hoop, hoop. Watch out, Snake. He's real tough. Who do you think you're talking to? It's like, whoa. He's like almost sliced. Hup, hup. Toop, toop. Like going in. We won't be able to take him alive. That's how we failed already. Just kill him. No, shut up. I'm just getting loosened up. Speaking of which, did you even manage to hit him at any point? Huh? No. I'm ashamed to admit. He's already wounded. 3 men against 1 injured. And you lost? Yeah, he's coming in. Strike, ducks out. Crah! Goes to the chest. Huh? That's the spot. Like knocks him down. Thump. Phew. Badger, time up. Gardar! No way. You finish him in 2 seconds flat. And now the bounty is ours. Huh? Got Thorfinn and our like back. Oh, how's this gonna? So they're gonna time up. Chapter 81. Storm. We got swords in the battleground. Okay. Honored! It's like tied up. Huh? Honored! Don't be careless around him. Keep 5 guards at all time. Honored! Also, send a message to Kajaltar's uncle, or whoever that were caught. Or whoever that we caught their fugitive. Yes, sir. Walk, darn you! Are they pulling him? Or do you want to be dragged? Honored! Now, I can tell you two have something to say, but a slave's opinion is worthless. You can't let him go? It's too cruel. He killed one of my men, and is suspected of killing several others. He also showed intent to kill the master, as well as to kidnap Arnold, the master's favorite. You can't let a man like that go free. And on the horse, slump. Oh, on the horse. Forget about him, Arnold. That wasn't your husband, just a mad runaway slave. Like, in fetal position, like head down. Don't get involved in this, understand? You just take care of the old man. Clop, clop, he's going off. Whoosh, whoosh. Okay, pop, snap. Food? Making food, okay. Something inside. Tum. He's tapping his feet. Tum. And there's like, Anar, wait, huh? What? Anar, dunk. He's getting up. Please take your seat. Dinner will be ready soon. By the dark of night, we might be able to sneak into the fortress and rescue Gardar. If we don't do anything, your husband will be put to death. Don't you realize that? Thank you, but I'm fine. Some things cannot be changed. When it comes to one of those things, it's best to do nothing. Just stay put and wait for the storm to pass. There is no need for you to make that storm worse, Anar. But don't you love Gunnar? I love him. Our marriage was decided by our parents, but he was good to me and our son. In that case, we ought to act. Even if it means fighting Snake and his men, it's better than doing nothing. There are times when you have to fight to gain your freedom. Isn't that right, Thorfinn? Like, huh? Please, Thorfinn, you have to help. I'll draw the attention of the guards and you. I lost my son over the pot. Over pot? Please let me tell you a brief story about who I am. Okay. The old master's like, up. Our family lived in a settlement in Sweden. It was very normal, neither rich nor poor. When my son was a year old, we discovered a swampland with iron deposits within the distant woods. There was a squabble over the rights to the swamp between several sides and fighting broke out. One of Gardar's friends was involved in conflict and came to him for help. Gardar informed the village of this fact, and all the men had an open discussion. Do we participate in the fight or not? If we win, we will gain iron. But if they lose, they turn to slaves. The men decided to join the battle. We women were surprised by this. Our settlement was not lacking for pots or sickles. The men were going to risk their lives for something we didn't need, and yet the women could not change their minds. On the morning he went off to battle, Gardar held our son, Ajalti, in his arms and told him, Ajalti, your father is going off to fight in order to protect you. I did not understand what he meant. If he'd wanted to protect our son, he should have stayed behind. Ouch, ouch, he's pulling his braids. All the young men went to battle. The women and children stayed behind to protect the homes, and several weeks passed. Okay, they came by boat. When we saw the ships, we first thought the men had come home at last. We were wrong. Those other guys. It was the enemy. They struck when they knew the menfolk were gone. Our homes were burned, the elderly were slaughtered. The women were loaded onto ships and taken away, and then they took Ajalti away from me. They said that an unmarried woman would fetch a better price at market. And if Gardar hadn't gone off to take part in that battle, if we just weathered the storm. But instead, our suffering never ended. Or even looking down, it's mad. When I saw him today, I was terrified of him. I'm certain that great suffering changed him for the worse. Now he is the storm. This time, I must protect my child from the man and their storm. Child. I'm carrying the child of the master now. I learned just days ago. Oh, what? The master will welcome the child with open arms. I was hoping for a baby. I've no doubt that on this farm, the child will grow up healthy and strong, living a peaceful life. Not with the king coming. This is a very delicate moment, so please, Enar, don't make the storm any bigger. Snap. Whoosh. Rattle, rattle. Going out. Tuck the old master in. Creak. I thought you were going to wait out the storm, Arnard. Huh? You heard that, master? Huh. You people think I've gone senile and lost my mind, but I'm still smart as a whip. Whoosh. At least, I might help tend his wounds. Perhaps I'm making the wrong choice. Perhaps I shouldn't attempt to see Gardar again. I won't blame you. It's your choice. I'm sorry I can't help you. Just gonna go. I'll be back soon. Creak, thump. Whoosh. It's blowing. Blowing real hard. Chapter 82. Bondage. Okay. At the camp. Got the shore going in. It starts raining. Guess. Bodyguard lodging Catel's farm. Whoosh. The crack. The heck? After the sun is down, flinch. Wham! Just make it tomorrow, darn it. Huh? Look, it wasn't my idea. The madam's calling. Stupid old woman. Never says a word about our security methods until this exact moment. You suppose it's about the three horse reward? What? You think the miserly broad's gonna demand a share? She better not. Onan? Oh, they see Onan? Whoosh. Huh? Great. Snake, please let me see my husband. No. But he's hurt, isn't it? Isn't he? Did you tend to his wounds? And why would we do that? What duty do I have to patch up the man who killed one of my men, or one of my own? Here's your horse, Snake. Shh. Thanks. I got to go talk to the hag. Make sure you escort Arnid back to old master's place. Snake. Oh. Ah. Just took the last horse. Darn. Now to walk her back. That's just great. Huh? Well, well. No wonder her husband's gone back for her. Huh? Please, I beg of you, let me see my husband. I swear to you that I will not attempt to free him. I only want to tend his wounds, that's all. Please, but, Snake said. Whoa, what's this? The master's Catel's, pretty young thing, isn't it? Snake said she had permission to treat Gardar's wounds. I'm not lying. He's saying I'm not lying means he's lying. Gardar. It's like going, Arnard. Huh? They beat you. Cut my ropes, Arnard. Let's go back home. Hey. No, it's fine. I checked her. Nothing that could cut a rope. That's fine then. Hey, Arnard. Your husband came all the way just to see you. Don't waste your time fixing his wounds. You know what he really wants. Not properly treat him. He is tied up like this. Please, just for a few moments. Sorry, can't indulge you there. But you can indulge us. Okay. We didn't tie that up, at least. Ha ha, laughing. Arnard, I'm sorry. Huh? I will never leave you or Ajalte again. Can you forgive me? Like, oh, she starts crying. Huh? Put you through heck. Let's start over. We can do it right next time. Huh? Release me from my bonds. There must be a way. I'm sorry, Gardar. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Oh, what do you mean? I'm the one who must beg forgiveness. Please, Ardar, be strong. Well, this is no fun. The rain's picking up. I'm going inside to stay dry. Hey, Snake told us to stand guard around him. You can handle that on your own. You brought the woman here. You take care of her. Darn it. Huh? Let's look at him. Hey, Arnold. You done yet? Satisfied? Sniff. Hick. There's one weakness I've got. It's my soft spot for women. If Snake finds out, I'll really get it. Come, on your feet. You've had your time. Huh? Grabs her. Wait. He's biting his throat. Doom. It's like, ugh. Wait, what? Took his throat out. He's like, splat. Spits out. He's like, it's like, look, he's pulling out a sword. Clunk. Like down. Thud. Gunk. Dude just killed it. Honor. There's a knife at his waist. Use that to cut my ropes. Oh. Hurry! Huh? Dude comes out. Wham! Shoot! We got trouble. He's already down. Oh. Hurry! My ropes. Huh? Or we'll both be killed. She's actually gonna go for the knife. Chapter 83. Atonement. Okay. We got ropes cut with the knife. We got enter. Like coming in. I'm sorry, Snake. All four are dead. Snake came back. You idiot. After all my warnings to take him seriously. Snake, come quick. It's his sword. Look at the tip. The rain washed the blood away, but there's still fat along the edge. Huh? He stabbed someone with it. It looks deep. Aye. Wounds on top of wounds. There were no horses left in the fortress here. Let's track him down. He can't have gone far. We're gonna find him and finish him off here on the farm. I'll find him and kill him. Rain's still coming out. Patter, patter, trip, trip, trip. Okay, enters in the. Oh, wait. Okay, enters like where they are. Glitch. Chirp, chirp, peep, peep, peep. Morning. Do you even sleep, Enter? I dare say you haven't either, Thorfinn. I never heard you moaning or yelling in your sleep. Ah, no. Were you keeping watch over me? To make sure I didn't sneak off in the night to do something reckless? Well, I wouldn't. I don't want to cause Arnard trouble. She's such a poor, unfortunate woman. Her life's been ruined by war and slavery. She did nothing to deserve it. If the innocent are suffering, then something's wrong. It's wrong. It hurts to hear you say that. Like, remember when he was fighting? I lived at war for years and years. I'm sorry. No. I shouldn't have said that. I don't have the right to claim it hurts. Forget I said it. I don't think that Ardar knows that you used to be a warrior. I never said you were. Thank you. It's pathetic to admit, but I'm afraid of people like her learning the truth about me. In the past, I never gave a thought to it. With daggers. How could I do those terrible things to people and never think about what I was doing? Looking at you now, I can't imagine you fighting like that. Say, Thorfinn, that thing you mentioned a while back, were you serious? Huh? Eliminating warfare and slavery from the world. That's what you said. It sounded like a dream to me. But you've experienced both of them. Did you have some great idea? What should we do? How would we get rid of war and slavery? I only know what I've experienced for myself. It is clear that war creates more slavery. The people on the losing side become slaves, like Arnard. Yeah. The boundary between warriors and slaves is a tenacious one. It is difficult to separate the two. Tired. There are other causes of slavery. I think the biggest is war. If there were fewer wars, there'd be fewer slaves. But Norsemen do not see war as a bad thing. I didn't either. Remember? A Norseman's worth is in his valor and riches. In his valor and riches. That's why they all go a Viking. The more enemies you kill and valuables you plunder, the greater the respect you earn. All of a man's pride rests on this. The fathers teach their sons how to fight, give them weapons, put them on ships, and send them off to war. We Norsemen have always done this. It's always been our way of life. Fighting is just taken for granted. It's hard to stop doing something like that. It's like telling someone to stop breathing. But then there are men like you. You're a Norseman, but you managed to stop. Is it really that strange to swear not to harm others? In Nordic society, yes. You would be called a coward. Cowards are shunned. What do you mean? But that's fine. That's beyond my ability to change. All I know is leaving that life seemed far better to me than being forced to bear more of it, or more of them. Them? The dead. The people I killed. Their ghosts appear in my dreams every night, cursing me. Yeah, they're like crawling out. Why did you kill me? After the rage and hatred you felt at your father's murder. How could you kill so many fathers, brothers, and sons? I must atone for what I did to them. I must carry them to a place where they can finally rest in peace. Like just locking on them. I can't take any more. The burden of even one more death would be too much. But only you can see the dead. Aren't other warriors plagued by the spirits of the dead they killed? I don't know what other people see. I didn't start seeing the dead until after I became a slave. Perhaps you cannot see them while you are a warrior. Not while you are a warrior. I spent all this time thinking, what can I do to earn their forgiveness? You cannot simply give up the sword. There's more than that, of course. Simply swearing not to kill or destroy any more than you already have does not atone for all the harm done in the past. A man must raise more grain than he has trampled in his life. His hands must build more homes than they have burned. I must make up for the death and destruction that I caused, with at least a little life and creation. Thorfinn. I still don't know how to rid the entire world of war, but as long as I can at least manage to build one little village, I want to create a place that does not need any swords. And there, I hope to build a barrow to placate the soils of the dead. Reading this like broken. But how we protect the place, or how we protect that place. I understand how you feel, but if you will not fight, then warriors from elsewhere will bring the storms of war to you. Hate war too. But in order to maintain one's peace and freedom, there are times when fighting is necessary. You should know better than anyone that Norse pirates can strike anywhere. But that won't work. It is meaningless to wage war for peace. That won't be enough to escape that hell of endless slaughter. Sit down. So I suppose, if it sounds like a dream, it will stay a dream. No matter where in the world you go, you'll never find a place that has no need for swords. Unless you went somewhere, past the ends of the earth. A place where even the Vikings couldn't find you. A place for all those who have been shunned by society. It's very strange. I feel as though I've spoken about this before in the very distant past. Whoosh, it's like snowing. If there were a land across the horizon, a land without war or slaves, if there were a land of peace, somewhere that's not here, across the horizon, a place where no power can reach, a place no slaver knows, a place far, far beyond the horizon. Is there even such a place? There is. I forgot. I heard stories about it from a sailor named Leif when I was a boy. He said there was a rich, vast land beyond the great western sea, a landmass entirely untouched. That's incredible. Is it true? So if you just go there? No. I've heard it's terribly far away, and I don't know exactly where to find it. There's no guarantee I could reach it. And in being created in country, we will need to find and bring a great many of the shunned. That's a massive undertaking. I see, but it's a wonderful idea to think about. Horses coming in. Careful, he's deadly. Aye. Huh? Stomp, stomp, stomp. They're going in. What's going on here? Too early for this. Huh? Well, I don't sense anything. Hard to tell with all the junk in here. Toss everything out so we can search. Thud. Gunk. Clunk. He escaped. Huh? Gardar escaped. What other reason would the guest have for ransacking our barn? Huh? Arnheid. Arnheid? Like confused about her pronunciation. Arnheid. I think it's Chapter 84. A Convenient Dream. Convenient Dream. Got a snake. Sword. They're running. Enar, wait. Stop for a moment. I can't stop now. Huff, huff, huff. If Gardar's escaped, that means he's going to abduct Arnheid. What are you going to do when you get to her place? Drive Gardar away. I don't know. All I know is I want to do something for Arnheid, to make sure she doesn't get more miserable than she already is. Oh. Stop. Oh, there she is. Arnheid. Huh? You. Not him. It's those two slaves. What are their names again? Huh? Thorfinn and Einar. What's the call? Should we drive them off? No, don't bother. Let them do as they will. Like doing dishes? Einar, yes. You heard about Gardar, aren't you? Huh? You knew? Yes. I set him free. I cut Gardar's ropes. Huh? If I hadn't, he would have been killed. I didn't have a choice. Gardar killed all the guards on the watch, and he suffered a terrible wound himself. Huh? More of the guests dead? This is the worst possible development. Huh? Sees one of the guests the guests are watching us. Lean over and protect the helper wash the dishes, and we'll whisper, then calm. Just tell us what's happening. She's like, I just thought I need to tend to Gardar's wounds. So the two of us ran here through the rain, here to the old master's home. While I was tending to him, Gardar lost consciousness, and he was too heavy to move, but I managed to hide him somehow. You hit him? So Gardar is here? Yes, the old master told me to. The next group arrived just after I finished. They seem to think that Gardar escaped on his own, and is hiding out somewhere. They're in the main wing of the house, waiting for Gardar to come meet me. Snake and two more. But why? Why would you push yourself like this? I thought you said you were going to do nothing, but for the sake of the baby you're carrying. Or for the sake of the baby you're carrying. Even I don't know why I did it. Why did I slip out last night to see Gardar? Perhaps I was still dreaming. That there might be some miraculous chance that Gardar and I, and Catel's child within me, might be able to start over again. Nope. It was a very selfish dream. I'm such a horrid woman. Only ever thinking of myself. Gardar was only thinking of us the entire time, and he even apologized. Gardar escaped from slavery, and the people he killed were all for the sake of me and Ajalti. And what did I do? I blamed it all on Gardar, and tried to abandon him. Like we've been. Where did Gardar get hit? Did he bleed much? Did you stop it? His chest, on the right side. There was a lot of blood. It was still flowing when I hit him. I see. We don't have a moment to waste. Huh? Ardard, be prepared to tie your fates to Gardar's. You simply cannot bring yourself to abandon him. Your only choice is to go on the run together. But you are pregnant. That will make your escape even more difficult than it already is. You're determined to do it anyway. We will help you. And Thorfinn's like, what? It's the only option, Thorfinn. Please. Suppose is the only option. Like, what? Okay. He's like nodding off. Ow! Like, throwing a horn. Don't fall asleep. Next time you take your eyes off Arnard, I'll break your nose. Yes, of course, sir. Been up all night. Freak? Pardon me. It's time to prepare lunch. Take your tools and make it out front. Your allure to draw Gardar out into the open. Like messing up his name too. You have to stay visible at all times. Yes, sir. Don't you feel some pity for them? Well, Snake? Huh? People say that slaves were meant to be slaves by their weakness. Every man in his proper place. I don't think that way. A slave simply didn't have good luck. If you or I had worse luck, we'd have been slaves. What of it? It has nothing to do with all of this. 5 of my men have been killed. I won't be satisfied until I've killed the guy who did it. This is about my personal honor. If I'm not able to stop him, I can't wear my sword and call myself bodyguard anymore. Huh. Then give up your stupid sword. It's the perfect time to take up a proper job. I will give you my fields. Live a clean life, Snake. Huh? I'll likely never be back on my feet. My death is coming. Have you something for reading me the Bible? Don't bring that stuff up now. Don't bring that stuff up now. Why would I toil in the dirt? Snake! Huh? A shadow on the third tree from the back. It must be him. Good. Taking the bait? Einar Thorfinn. Okay. Oh, we got happy family. Chapter 85, Confrontation. Confrontation. Thorfinn's like hiding down low. Got dragonflies. There they are. 1, 2, 3. That's all of them. On horseback. No. You can do Einar. Don't get caught. Huff, huff. It's like, oh, now he's running. Spread out to the sides. Every man follow him from a different direction. Keep him in your sight. Going in. Huh? There he goes. Gardar's racing for the woods. Huh? Son of a woman? You can't take the horses in there. Hurry and catch him. Don't let him get in. Don't let him get in the trees. Huff, huff. Shoot. So far. He's too fast. Not the speed of a wounded man. Huh? Spider, badger, keep following him. But don't get too close. If he just so happens to be Gardar, he's beyond your ability. Huh? I'll come back with reinforcements. Soon. Just keep chasing him until then. Got that? Horse. Okay. Huh? But Snake, where are you going? Huh? Got Thorfinn. Pardon me, old master. Huh? Forgive me, old master. We're borrowing your horse and cart. We'll make it up through our work. Huh? You're propping up in bed. Don't waste your time with pointless worries. Creak. Make sure I'm in the cart. If I'm there, no one on the farm will think twice about it. But sir, we can't get you involved in this. You already have, you great idiot. Now stop squabbling. Squabbling. And get on with it. Huh? Thank you. He was on the bed. Huh. Like picking up. Like sleeping. At least he's alive. You treat him well. But he's cold as stone. He's lost too much blood. Oh, shoot. We gotta hurry to the southern border. If you can leave the country, the guests will have a harder time following. You need to stay with us to the edge of the farm, old master. I'll split off after a time and act as a divergent. Huh? And there's Snake. Huff, huff. Uh-oh. I didn't hear any hoofbeats. He dismounted approach. Under the bed. I see. He's unconscious. No wonder I didn't sense anyone there. Thorfinn! Like, let me be clear, Thorfinn. He's pulling out a sword. There's no room for negotiation. Hand over Gardar. If you don't, I will kill you. Uh-oh. Thorfinn's like, just seriously. Thorfinn! It's just Snake. No one else. If I cut him out and tie him up, or if I knock him out and tie him up, we can escape. Just evade his sword and hit him on the chin. Back to fighting, Thorfinn. There's Asklid. Asklad. Well, I guess you don't have a choice in this situation, do you? Like, he's like smug about it. There's no lust or hatred behind this fight. It's purely altruism. See? Now you have proper justification for swinging those fists. But then again, I suppose he's got a just reason for fighting as well. So, what now, Thorfinn? Will you hold true to your oath of peace? Or do you surrender to the way of battle to save this man? Like sweating. Which is the path of being a true warrior? No time to think. You got to choose now. Come closer. Thorfinn's like going in with the palm. Boom. Come quick. Boom. Like going with that. Thorfinn's like dashing away. Huh? Huh? The old man's on the ground. That's an odd stance. Not for swords, axes, or spears. Maybe daggers. Like, huh? And it's combat stage. Oh shoot. Real fight. Chapter 86. Birth. Oh, wait. Oh, no going home. Like reading the wrong one. Are you going in? He's like dodging all over the place. Huh? Almost getting cut up. Ducking down. Going over. Going for feet. Like, it's like Snake's going cutting the side of his face. Thud. Then backspring. Boom. Hop. He's up. He's tough. They're both thinking it. He's evading every single swing of my sword. This is unbelievable. Are you kidding me? Against an unarmed man? He's faster than anyone I've ever fought before. Can't even get close. And the way he countered from that position, he's got incredible experience. Oh. How can this be? How does a man like him wind up as a slave? Because he was caught in rebellion. How does such a talented fighter end up a bodyguard of a rural farm? Thinking. Thorfinn's like tripping down. Slurp. Ah! Boom, he comes with a kick. Thud. Ah! Thorfinn's like going back. Oh no, huh? There's the cart. He's got Gardar. Oh, he looks over. Oh. Stop, Snake. Don't kill Gardar. Gardar. Please, let him go. You know it's not gonna work like that, Arded. He killed 5 men. I'm not gonna turn the other way. I won't be satisfied until I killed him. I killed him 5 times over. Snake, I'll pay for the lives of your men. I'll sell my fields. Jumbo man. This isn't about money. Yes. Yes, my men are idiots. Scum and common villains all. They're all outcasts who have to use aliases to cover up for their failures elsewhere. Are you saying I shouldn't care if they die? Are you? Does this Gardar truly have a right to live? More than my 5 men. Tell me, Thorfinn, Arded. What's the difference in their worth? Oh. Huh? Nothing to say then? So there's no real difference. Taking the sword back. Shh. Then you will atone for those lives. No! With his own, fair and equal. Stabs in. God. Like, oh, killed him. Like down the ground. Beat ourselves? You two want to continue? Will you avenge Gardar now? Master's like, you cut his ropes, do you, Arnard? You all bear a shame of the you all bear a share of the blame for these crimes. I'll tie you up until the master gets. He's just leaping out the how? He's like leaving from the back. You know? He's like choking him out. Like, huh? Like really choking him out. Slip. Oh, he's passing out. He's dropping his sword. Snake! Like, enough. Gardar, he's unconscious. If you block his area any longer, he'll die. Gardar! Shoot. How's he so strong? Logan? Let go, Gardar. We'll go back home. Huh? Like, stop. You've done enough. Nobody's blocking our way anymore. And, Ajalti's waiting too. Huh? Lets him go. Clink. Thud. Ajalti? Where is he now? Like bleeding through. The sword went straight through his body. Too late for him now. Ajalti he's with my brother's family back at Burka. I sent him away before the fighting started. No? Ah, I see. Now I know my brother even more. I must prepare a proper gift when we arrive to take Ajalti back. Huh? Is this cart yours? I would like to borrow it. It's mine. You may have it, Gardar. Be gone. Go home. What's your name, sir? It's, Servkill. Servkill? Servkill, yeah. Thank you, Mr. Servkill. Like, huh? Thorfinn. And Anar. I don't know how to thank you. This is madness, Arnard. Gardar's not gonna make it, not gonna last. It's fine. Just let us go. You can go? Can go actually. Okay. Like thunk thunk thunk. How old is Ajalti now? 8, 9? Huh. My aggressive time is gone. Ever since I became a slave. 6. Ah, 6. What a shame. I miss his dearest years. Like just spilling out. He was only 1 when I said goodbye. The little tyke probably forgotten all about us by now. Oh. Well, he's my son. No doubt he's grown into quite a little terror. Setting fire to a horse's tail and so on. Huh? You did that when you were a boy. I did. And my father tanned my hide for it. Once he grows old enough, a boy is bound to start saying he wants to go a Viking. I won't let him. Oh, he slumped down. Thump. Gardar. I'm fine. Just a little tired. Let me rest. He's all. Arnard, Jalti, I swear, I won't leave your side ever again. Oh, she's tearing up. Comes the other guest coming down. He actually dead? Guess so. Well, if he's not dead now, he'll soon be. Swedish village, Thorfinn's travels. Vinland Saga map. Swedish village, Arnard. The place where Gardar and Arhard lived with their son, Jalti. The war broke out over an iron-rich swamp, and the village was raided. Okay. Catel's farm. A farm where Thorfinn works as a slave. It is invaded by Gardar, a dangerous runaway slave from a nearby farm. Okay. Shelling. Canute them. The capital of Denmark. Catel and his son, Thorgil, and Omar were trapped in a scheme of Canute's and needed the help of Leif Erikson's ship to escape. Okay. Bones Manga. Neighbors of Moosmura village. Okay. At the village next to Moosmura village, the adorable, soft, and frilly girls are all crazy for shawls and ponchos. But this is still a Viking village. So the burly, rough, and tumble plundering men find good use for them as well. Like capes. Did you know that dangling capes and cloths like these catch indoors real easy? Like Fox like yelling or laughing. It's actually quite a serious challenge for any Viking warrior. Like a store. Breakable objects. Like look at chest. Couple light comes down. Huh? Like, no! Snatch. Huh? She like Lady Viking gets it. Like dunkum. He's like hearts. Dunkum dunkum dunkum. Like going. So long. Clench. Whoosh. He comes out. Huh? Wait. She's like, huh? Oh, he's like has a crush on her. Blush. Oh, so they go out? OR. Huh? Got a police guy and okay. Supplemental design. Snake swords. Okay. Snake's tongue. Wooden grip. Golden inlay on the flat of the blade. Okay. In any text I consult, it always says that the Vikings loved freedom and hated control and restrictions. To them, freedom was something won and maintained by strength. There was no means to rule a Viking other than crushing him with military or economic force. King was just a title of the one who wielded the most power. On the flip side, this meant that those who were ruled over and lost their freedom suffered because they were too weak. In a society where power is everything, it is a matter of fact that the weakest will be slaves. It was a shared cultural understanding that those who were too weak to protect their own freedom were at fault for their own plight. There was no guilt or doubt about the strong enslaving, subordinating, selling, or killing the weak. That was just the culture. That was just the culture they lived in. So how did the kind-hearted live in such a culture? There must have been some who hated the meritocracy. I'm saying that wrong. And the punishment of the weak. It must have been very painful to have such a large gap between the customs of society and one's own sensibilities. Did they have to keep their own their ideas secrets? and restrict themselves to silently lamenting the plight of mistreated slaves without taking action, such a person adrift in the culture of the time must have been nameless and penniless. In fact, perhaps the only people who felt that way would have been slaves themselves. Only the strong leave their name in history. The stories of such ordinary minorities are not saved over the centuries. That's one of the more bothersome aspects of history. I just want to know. Translation notes: Thane, a personal servant of a lord or king. In the case referring to the official soldiers, as opposed to militiamen. The definition varies depending on the time and place. For example, the Scottish thanes, as seen in Shakespeare's Macbeth, were royal officials, much like counts. You're here to welcome me to Jellins, Thorgil. Does that mean King Canute is here as well? Yep. I'm his royal thane, believe it or not. Ask Yukimura. Is this okay? They ask, your impressive attention to detail and backgrounds is always something Vinland Saga fans point out to us. How much time do you typically spend on backgrounds? What do you think makes them so important to manga? Answers. The backgrounds are a job done by myself and my 3 staff members together. In other words, they take 4 times the work of the character drawings, which I do myself. One chapter is about 30 pages. One chapter of about 30 pages requires 2 weeks of working 12 hours a day. I believe background drawings are quite essential. The background is the world. I don't think you can tell a story with just the characters, divorced from the world. I don't think you should. But also, I simply find it a fun task to imagine and draw what food the characters eat, what kind of houses they sleep in, what kind of environment they live in. Even saying that, of course, we are all humans, so there are mistakes scattered here and there in the background images. I can't brag too much. In the future, it's all up to the extent of my diligence too. They asked, you said previously that one of the reasons you decided to draw Vinland Saga was because you wanted to address the theme of violence. Was there an event in your life or in the world that made you want to write about this theme? Answers. It's not that there was any specific experience or event that made me want to write about the theme of violence. It was just that in the hero manga of my beloved Japan, no matter what the story is, most of the protagonists are the strongest in that they are the best at doing violence. Meanwhile, the characters who aren't skilled with violence are portrayed as weak. So the story unfolds with the hero repeatedly beating up the bad guys, one after another. Usually, no matter what happens, it's difficult for the hero to escape this destiny. But what would happen if a hero manga... But what would happen to a hero manga if the protagonist really wished he could escape from this fate of violence? Could you still tell that story without it losing its entertainment value? I decided that I want to try that out. That's one of the many reasons I chose violence as a theme. Okay, wow. And that's the end of volume 12. Or, book 6? Yeah, book 6. Okay, wow. So, he's like dead. Her husband. What's his name? Gardar? Yeah, Gardar. Gardar's dead. So, are they gonna take her? What are they gonna do with her? Cause like, she's holding the baby of the master. Well, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, leaving suggestions and recommendations down below. I greatly appreciate those. And have a good rest of the day. Bye.